You want a piece of me? Come on, let's do it. There we go. Hiya, get it. Alright. Easy work, light work right there. You want some too, boy? Come on, let's go. Oh, you got armor on. That's okay. I'll take you out like nothing. Easy, look at this. Ready? Hiya! No, can't get me. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na. Here we go. Nope, missed me. You let your guard up. You let your guard up, and now you're dead. And now you're dead. And you can't call for help now. That's what you get. Somebody want YouTube! Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to do an exciting episode of this brand new game called Assassin's Creed Nexus VR. This is a long-awaited game that got released recently on the Oculus platform. Right now it's $29.99. If you use my referral code, which I'll drop in the description, you can get a discount on this game, which I highly recommend that you get. So let's jump on into it, shall we? One thing I really like about this game is that it stays true to the Assassin's Creed series. It stays right on track with it. You're an assassin. You're going back in time. And you're playing out these little episodes throughout history, and it's really fun. I don't know how accurate it is, you know, it's all speculation, of course. It's really old in medieval times and things like that, but, you know, certain events really did happen. And so, you're this person playing these out, reenacting them, and it's really fun. You get the same weapons as you do in Assassin's Creed. You get a sword, you get those little knives that extend out of your wrists. You get a bow and arrow, you get a crossbow, smoke bombs, throwing knives, you know, all those things that are typically in the other games, except this is now in virtual reality. And that's what makes this amazing. You're now able to move about as if you were actually there. You're totally immersed in this game. You can climb up walls. You can not necessarily go the way that it wants you to go. You can go the long way, you can go the short way, you can go above or below. Oh, maybe not below unless there's a sewer or something, which there are tunnels and things like that in this game, but that's typically on the storyline, so maybe not below. Anyways, that's besides the point. I like how you can just climb basically any wall and get a new angle on assassinating somebody. You don't have to do it any one way, and that's the beauty of this. It's like you're actually there. You can decide how you want to kill somebody and the way that you can do it. You know, what I don't like, though, is like this. How you see that me just stab this guy? It doesn't, like, interact with the bodies anymore. They just go limp and see-through, basically. You can grab the shoulders and the hands and things like that, but you can't, like, stab them and have the sword just stay in them. You can interact with the NPCs in this game, and it's actually quite funny when you do it. They get angry at you. If you mess around with them too much, they run away and alert the guards, and then you're in trouble and have to restart. But anyways, or you'll just have a fight on your hands. But you have so much to do in this game. Like there's times when you have to like sneak around and listen to people's conversations, like you see me doing here. I was listening to a conversation through a window, you know, getting a good angle at it. I didn't have to go that way. I could have gone any other way. Like, that's so cool. And the maps are so big in this game. You can use, you know, the eagle standpoint and look at the entire map. Now, I did feel that they just filled a bunch of space in the map, right? The maps are so big, there's a lot of buildings, but that's it. There's just buildings and NPCs over there. There's not much to do in most places of the map, unless you're following the storyline. There are little challenges like the bow and arrow challenge where you shoot a bow at a moving target, or there's like a parkour challenge where you have to do a time trial and parkour across buildings. But I mean, that's about it. One of the main things I truly liked about Assassin's Creed was having the ability to run around and do things in the map. I mean, you can upgrade your weapons, you can trade things with people, you can go search for treasures and all that. This, you can't do that. You have to stay true to the main storyline pretty much the entire time. You can't venture off and do other things. There's no side stories, none of that stuff. There are like some bosses in this game, or I don't even know if I should really call them bosses. They're people that you need to assassinate, and they're a little bit more difficult to fight. Like this guy right here. Now, the fighting in this game, it is interesting. I have very mixed feelings on this. If you're a person who is not want to be in an immersed fight, this game's for you. Now what I mean by that is you can basically just swing your sword left, right, up, down, you know, really hard and really fast, and eventually you'll kill the person without any real skill at all. But if you're like me, I want to be in that combat. I want to move my sword and have them block it in that way, like there we go. See that block right there? That was beautiful. Now there are some blocks, but other blocks don't make any sense. Like I'm poking this guy right in the stomach and he's blocking it? That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like if he was to do that to me, I need to back up. It doesn't matter what way I hold my sword, but then when I go to do it to him, it doesn't work that way. So I don't really like that too much. I don't like that I can't like grab somebody's face or punch them in the face when I'm in a fight or things like that. If they have the guard down, it just won't work. So that is a little bit disappointing to me, but it's okay. It didn't ruin the entire game for me. It just didn't feel right when fighting. Some of the cons about this game is when you're too close to an object, all of a sudden the map will go dark on you and you have to back out of it. I didn't really like that. I wish that it would not go to a black screen, because when it goes to a black screen you don't really know which way to move and you kind of get stuck there for a minute. Another thing is, like I mentioned earlier, the fighting. I wish the fighting was just a little bit better, a little bit more cleaner, more realistic, if you will. I also did not like that I can't grab the bodies in certain areas. You can't touch the face, you can only touch the shoulders, arms, and feet. I did not like the aim assist on this game. It helped too much. I basically almost hit every single time I shot my bow and arrow. It's kind of almost hard to miss. I know you just saw me miss right there, but you'll see what I mean once you play this game. It's almost like you shoot from a really far distance and you get a headshot every time. That's not really cool. That's not really fun. It kind of took away from the realism of this game, and it brought you back to like, oh, I'm playing a game. So I didn't like that too much. Another thing is with the NPCs, I wish you can mess with them more and kill them quietly or assassinate them. You know, it's always fun to have that little extra thing in a game. You know, you can't do stuff like that. Like if you go around a corner and on the far side of the map, away from the campaign, and you just want to murder somebody, you can't do that. Another thing is, there's not a lot of blood in this game, so that's a little bit disappointing. I wish there was just a little bit more. I know it's not supposed to be like a gory game, and most people could play this if they want to, but having a little bit of gore wouldn't hurt anything. But anyways, guys, I will give this game 2 thumbs up, regardless of all the issues that I found out. They're more like personal issues, nothing major wrong with this game. It's a really fun game. For $29.99, it's a little bit pricey, especially for only being 10 levels long. You know, you do get a lot of gameplay out of it though. It took me about 20 hours or so to beat this. I didn't play it constantly. I was messing around a lot, kind of exploring the map, but anyways, 2 thumbs up, guys. Don't forget, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'll see you guys next time on Team Yeet's YouTube channel.